All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole fact of Israel. I'm going to go ahead and start this lesson out with a precept to get this thing started. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6. 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 1. Let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of all honor. Let the name of the Most High and his doctrine be not blasphemed. All right. So let as many servants who are the Lord's servants. Okay. Those that are doing the will. All right. The Lord's servants are his servants, the prophets. Okay. Ultimately, the Lord's servants are his people. Okay. So let as many servants as are under the yoke. All right. What is that yoke? This truth. All right. That's why Yahushua said, take my yoke upon you and learn of me. Okay. For my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Okay. This yoke, that yoke is his truth. Okay. All right. And it says, I read again, let as many servants as are under the yoke count their own masters worthy of our honor. Who are masters? Our masters are our teachers. Okay. Our masters are our teachers. Okay. And our teachers are the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Okay. Those are our masters. Okay. All right. Under Yahweh Shai, of course. Okay. But there is a chain of command. All right. As is written, 1 Corinthians 14 chapter, let all things be done decently and in order. Okay. So the Lord's dealing with who he's dealing with. He's dealing with his churches. All right. The churches of all his saints. Okay. Being his people, his men. All right. First and foremost. Okay. Because the flock of the Lord's pasture is with men. Okay. So who is the Lord dealing with? Again, his servants, the prophets. Okay. And again, who are masters? Okay. Our apostles. All right. That's who the Lord is, going to that chain of command. That's who the Lord is dealing with. Our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. Okay. It says that the name of the Most High and his doctrine be not blasphemed. Okay. That's why order is important. Okay. That the name of the Most High and his doctrine be not blasphemed. Okay. We are ambassadors. We are representatives of Yahweh Shai. Okay. Being his people. All right. But when our people start following out these other gods and doctrines. Okay. That's why the Lord disowned us. Okay. Because our people are rebellious. Okay. And ultimately embarrassing the Lord among the heathen. Okay. Constantly polluting the Lord's name among the heathen. Okay. You don't think that pissed the Lord off? The Lord, hearing these other nations mock and laugh. This is the Lord's people. These are his sons and daughters. Okay. These buffoons. All right. That's embarrassing. Okay. You hearing about your son and daughter. They did what? Okay. That's embarrassing. Okay. A shameless daughter. Okay. A rebellious son. That's a reproach unto the Father. All right. So how do you think the Heavenly Father feels? Okay. Everybody wants to heap themselves teachers. Okay. Putting on a cloak. Okay. Claiming they fall off the Yahweh Shai. Okay. They have it in their names. Okay. They open up videos but they're just using that as a covering to hide their wickedness. Okay. Using the Lord's name as a shield to hide their wickedness. Okay. And it says in this doctrine, be not blaspheme. Okay. You reading these weird doctrines. Okay. Trying to be deep. Okay. Ultimately just trying to be right. Trying to be seen of men. Try to feel important. It's not about you. It's about Yahweh Shai. Okay. And who the Lord's dealing with is according to his ordinance. Okay. Just as the Lord set up Esau, we're not supposed to rebel, all right, and make our own coups to try to come up against Esau. Okay. We're not supposed to do that, especially against who the Lord's actually dealing with. Okay. But you people cannot perceive that. You don't understand. Okay. You don't understand obedience. Okay. You rebel against everybody. All right. They are a rebellious house. The Lord knows you're not going to listen. Okay. The Lord sent out his prophets. He says, hearken, but you will not hearken. Okay. Because you don't listen to the Lord. Okay, it's a chain of command. You don't listen to what Yahushua said. He said, the world hates you. No, it hated me first. Okay. And they don't hate Yahushua. They hate he who sent him. Okay. Being the Father, being Yahweh. Okay. So that's why people can't get it, because they can't listen. They don't understand. Okay. And ultimately, the Lord does not want them to come to the love of the truth, because ultimately they're going to receive damnation for their rebellion. Okay. But here this is Colossians chapter 3 verse 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, our teachers, not with eye service as man pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. Okay, it's about the fear of the Lord. Okay, but you hear this truth and you puffed up saying, I can go out, I'm gonna do my own thing, I can do it better. Okay, you don't have no fear. Okay, and ultimately you're gonna get plagued with demons. That's why brothers say these people are bugged out. Okay, and you get offended of it. Okay, you get offended. Why? Because you have demons on you. Okay, like it says in that account in the book of Acts, all right, about that evil spirit. Okay, he said, Yahushua I know, Paul I know, but who are ye? Okay, and that wicked spirit, the evil spirit plagued that man. Okay, beat him sore. Okay, and prevailed against him, pretty much meaning possessed him. Okay, left him naked and wounded. Okay, because why? Because they have a covering, but not of the Lord. Okay, the covering is this truth. Okay, the secret place is this truth. All right, but you stepping outside of that safety zone, this sound doctrine, all right, you don't have a hedge. Okay, you're not protected. Okay, and that's what's going to get you destroyed. Okay, begin going to rebellion our people. That's why First Peter the fourth chapter, judgment shall begin first at the house of the Most High. Okay, because you're supposed to know better. All right, the Lord's not the author of confusion. You making your own camps, and okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's about honoring, the true doctrine. Okay, about ultimately honoring the order. Okay, that's why going into where Apostle Paul in the church of Corinth, in 1 Corinthians 14th chapter, what was it? How is it then, brethren? Ye come together, everyone having a psalm, a doctrine, a tongue, have a revelation, an interpretation. Okay, that's not edifying. That's confusion. And in that same chapter, the Lord said, the Lord speaking to Apostle Paul, the Lord's not the author of confusion. Okay, Ephesians 4th chapter, there is one body, one spirit. Okay, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. All right. So what is going on? What's going on is, going into what is it? Pretty much there are people not following after sound doctrine, as is written in 2 Timothy the 4th chapter, which I'll probably end up getting. But again, if you're not gathering, you're scattering. Okay, so you will ultimately be in damnable heresies. You're scaring the flock. Okay, you were trying to, because if it was possible, they would deceive the very elect. All right, but the Lord, thinking about all the labor the Lord has done, all right, to bring us back up to this point. Okay, the Lord had to get, beat up. Okay, go through his trial, being put up on the cross. Okay, to save the sheep. He gave up his life for the sheep, and here it is, you people popping up out of woodwork. All right, trying to scatter the Lord's sheep. Okay, you may not be doing it consciously. All right, but nonetheless, you're doing it. You're guilty. Okay, because ultimately you have an evil heart. Okay, and you don't fear Yahushua Shai. Okay, because you're rebellious. All right, but where was I at? Oh yeah, Colossians chapter 3 and verse 22. Servants, obey on all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as man pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing the Most High. Why? Because in Mark the 13th chapter, what? For the Son of Man as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants. Okay, so the Lord's in another dimension. Okay, so he gave authority to his servants, and again, who are servants of servants of prophets. Okay, those are the ones who are in authority on this earth right now. Okay, of course, when Yahushua returns, that it's already understood. Okay, but before he returns, okay, the Lord set up an order. Okay, so his work can be done. Okay, that's why to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Okay, to watch me, set up the watchman. Okay, but going into these prophets that the Lord said not. Okay, they're making this. They're causing more confusion. This truth is that narrow and straight. Okay, there's many ways that lead to destruction. That's why going into these false teachers. Okay, these false doctrines. Okay, these traps and snares. All right, these are ultimately set to capture wicked men and children. All right, but again, this narrow and straight. This is that safety, like the safety zone. Okay, this truth. All right, and the truth is with the Lord's men. Okay, as it says in Jeremiah, third chapter, the Lord is going to send us pastors according to his heart, meaning his mind. I wish I'll feed you knowledge, understanding. Okay. So if the Lord has not sent you, of course, that means you're not according to his heart. You're doing your own thing. Okay. And again, well, let me get that. This is might as well 2 Peter chapter 2. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets and false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who probably shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, exactly, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction. So, not only destroying themselves, but destroy them also that follow after them. Okay. This truth is not no light thing. Okay. This is not something that you appoint yourself to do. Okay. If you're not sent out, you're going to get exposed. Okay. That's why going into count the costs. Okay. You count the cost that, hey, you might not be a prophet. You might not be, who the Lord is ultimately dealing with on that level. Okay. You might believe. All right. But, as the fear goes, when you put your hand to the plow, you cannot stop. Okay. That's why this race is not to the swift, right, to the strong, in case it's pretty much ultimately who the Lord has ordained. Okay. And if the Lord's not dealing with you, eventually in time, you're going to fall away. Okay. Because again, you took it upon your own self to do that. Okay. So you're going to receive damnation. All right. And the Lord's merciful. You just be real with yourself. All right. And understand that the Lord is dealing with his men. Okay. And obedience. Okay. The Lord is pleased with obedience. All right. He'll take care of you. But our people, they don't want to listen. Going back to Colossians chapter 3 and verse 23. And whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. Exactly. Okay. That's why it is written, because, Jake, they always think the same thing. They hate being told what to do. They, you go tell what to do, this and that. Jake want to do his own thing. Okay. But then when all hell's breaking loose, they want to help me, bro. Brother this, brother that. Okay. Nah, man. All right. It says do heartily. Okay. Sincerely. Okay. This is not a game. Okay. That's what the Lord said. Ye shall know my disciples, roughly paraphrasing, by the love they have for one another. All right. This is the real unity. Okay. We're unified in the faith. Okay. And that comes by this doctrine. Okay. Faith cometh by hearing. Okay. By hearing the words of the Lord. Okay. And the Lord, we hear the words of the Lord by his prophets. Okay. All right. Continuing, this is verse 24. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. So even our masters have a master. Okay. It's just chain of command. Okay. That's all it is. All right. But you have to respect the order, because it's onto respect unto Yahushua what he set up. Okay. That's why going into the ancient Babylonian captivity, all right, Jake got in trouble for rebelling, trying to rebel against Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. The Lord said, if you rebel against Nebuchadnezzar, you're going to get judged. Okay. Because I have set him up. The Lord set him up. Okay. Again, that's why going into Romans 13 chapter, being subject to the powers, or if you're paraphrasing, I think it's Romans. Yeah. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Okay. As we're not supposed to coup and rebel against Esau. We're not supposed to rebel and coup against who the Lord's dealing with ultimately. Okay. Being the service of prophets. Okay. Again, it says, whosoever therefore resist the power, resisted the ordinance of the Most High. Okay. And it says, and that resist shall receive themselves damnation. So you people are receiving damnation. Okay. Why? Because rebellion, okay, is as a sin of witchcraft. All right. And the Lord says, suffer not a wish to live. So you're going to be put to death. All right. The Lord is, you're an enemy of the Lord. Okay. The deceiver are his. You thinking that you're doing a righteous cause, and you're in big trouble. All right. At the end of the day. All right. This is going back, finishing up Colossians chapter 3 and verse 24 again. Knowing that of the Lord ye shall receive the reward inheritance. How are you going to receive the reward inheritance if you don't go through that narrow and straight? Okay. This is that path. This is that old path that leadeth for rest unto your souls. Jeremiah 6 chapter. Okay. Walk ye in it. Okay. But what they say, we're not going to walk therein. Okay. The Lord said a watchman. All right. He says, hearken unto the sound of the trumpet. But what? They said, we'll not hearken. So what is the Lord going to do to you? Okay. He's going to destroy you. Okay. All right. We're trying to compel you and warn you. All right. We can say it smoothly, say it roughly. All right. But nonetheless, you're not going to listen. Okay. But you can't say we didn't warn you. Okay. That's why it says in Jeremiah 28th chapter, pretty much, the prophet shall be known that the Lord has sent him when these things come to pass. Okay, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then the prophet shall be known that the Lord has truly sent him. Okay, we know that the Lord Yahweh Shai sent the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. Okay, and not being simple. Okay, just because you're in Great Millstone, it's not it's about Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right, and the Lord's elect. Okay, and the Lord's elect take heed unto wholesome doctrine. Whole meaning healthy. Okay, all right, sound goes to whole. All right, sound, whole, health. Okay, you know, and that's why people. Well, I don't understand why people get offended when the apostles say we know the whole truth. Okay, we know the 100% truth. Okay, all right, because why? Because the Lord has gave us whole doctrine. Okay, 1 John 2nd chapter, be have unction from the Holy One, and you know all things. Okay, but here this is finish up Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. Okay, rebelled. And there is no respect of person. So the Lord don't care who you are. Okay, he don't care about your status. He don't care, or you got a million followers. Okay, the Lord don't care if you're not doing the will. All right, you're an enemy. Okay, because ultimately you don't want the Lord to serve over you. Okay, so you're gonna get slain. All right, but let me close out here. This is where I want to close out. Let me read this first before I close. This 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor. That's why, again, brothers open up their lessons and giving all praise to Yahweh Shai, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, because it's scriptural. Okay, you know, this is not a show. This is not a charade. Okay, this is real life. This is who we are. Okay, that's why Romans said the Spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are children of the Most High. Okay, when the brothers salute each other, the scriptures say salute the saints. Okay. It's scriptural. Okay. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, in season, out of season. Okay. The apostles and elders have not stopped. Okay. The apostles and elders have not stopped. All right. If it was for you other so-called teachers, all right, you elders and so whatever, self-appointed elders and whatever titles you give yourself, if it was up to you, we all be dead. Okay, because you take breaks. Okay, you know, I'm a chill, whatever. You know, you're not going out and teaching the highways and byways. Okay, it was up to you guys. We all be dead going into those damnable heresies. You don't care about the flock. Okay, you just here to fill your own belly. All right, but you know, going to the apostles and elders of great millstone. All right, they care about the flock because why? Because they're still here. All right, they're still laboring. Okay, they could just say, "Hey, screw you guys. I'm gonna go. We're gonna just teach ourselves." Okay, but no. All right. We came to this truth because of what? Because of the men who the Lord has sent. Okay, like it says in Isaiah, Isaiah 20 chapter, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Okay, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Okay, by precept being upon precept. Okay, how did you learn the breakdowns? How did you learn about prophecy? Okay, how did you learn about the RFID chip being a mark of the beast? How'd you learn about these things? How'd you learn the name of the Lord? Okay. Okay. Because you've been taught. Okay. How could you learn except you be taught? Okay. Going into our teachers. They're our masters. All right. But our people want to take upon their own agenda and do their own thing. All right. But at the end of the day, they're not built for it. Okay. That's where they're going to be taken out. All right. But now let me close out here in this account. This is So this is an example. All right, this is Jeremiah 14. I started verse 14. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not. Okay. The Lord is not dealing with everybody. Okay. The Lord is dealing with a select few. Okay. And going into, you have to have what's the word? I can't think of it right now. Slakia, going into pretty much let me read again. Jeremiah 14:14. Discernment. You have to have proper discernment, okay, to understand and see who the Lord's really dealing with. That's why the scriptures say, bless your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. Okay, Jeremiah 14:14. Then said the Lord unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. Okay, I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. Okay, we speak according to the oracles of Yahweh Shai. That's how you know, okay, who the Lord is dealing with, they speak according to his word. Okay, when people start making whatever rap videos and doing it, then you start questioning, okay, what is going on here? Okay, all right. The Lord is not speaking unto those men, okay? They're imposters, all right? That's what they're called, false teachers and false prophets, okay? They prophesy unto you a false divination, Sakia. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and of a thing not, and of a thing of not, in the deceit of their heart, okay? Going into their own agendas, okay? Saying the chip is, the mark of the beast is Christianity or an embargo or, whatever may have it, going into these false divinations, okay, and that's gonna what? Because again, you're scattering, you're blaspheming the Lord's doctrine, okay, and you're gonna get in trouble. All right, this is verse 15. Therefore thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. So going to these so-called teachers saying that there's not going to be no Jacob's trouble, there's not going to be no time of tribulation, okay, there's not going to be no hour of temptation, okay, we're just going to skip on into the kingdom, okay. They say America is not Babylon, okay. They say the Lord's not going to return anytime soon, okay, and so on and so forth. All right. So when we read again, sword and famine, they say, well, I'll read again. Jeremiah 14:15. Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, all right, saying names of the Lord and this and that, having their YouTube names, or they have Hebrew names, okay. But what? And I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. Okay. So I'm going to keep reading this, verse 16. And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast into the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword. All right. Because why? Because so not only them that teach these false visions and divinations are going to fall, be destroyed. It's also them that follow them. Okay. Because they're ever learning but never come into the knowledge of the truth. Therefore, the Lord's not going to defend them. All right. And they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour out the wickedness upon them. Okay, so that's why the Lord said, "Be able to come quickly, and my reward is with me, to reward every man according to his ways." Okay, so you are rebelling against the ordinance of Yahweh Shai, meaning you coming against the service of prophets. Okay, that's your damnation. Okay, and that's a witness against you, because here it is. The Lord gave an opportunity, liberty to get right. Sending out his service of prophets, going into what 2 Chronicles 36, the 36th chapter. All right, but you mock the prophets, you misuse them. Okay, and until the wrath of the Lord came, and there was no remedy. Okay, you wanting help, all right, in your affliction, but all you had to do was listen and take heed. All right, but going to these scoffers and scorners, the Lord told us about that. Okay, the Lord told us that for the time will come when they'll not endure sound doctrine. All right, and got their own lust, keep themselves teachers with itching ears, all right, and turn on to fables. All right, and that's why call out Yahweh Shai, that he's called us. Okay, we can hear and we can see, on that. But the point is, Lord's what we can endure. All right, but we have it. This truth is a treasure. All right, and you're supposed to hold on dear to it with your life. That's why the Lord said, fight for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. All right. So, our hope is in our Lord, and that he's going to protect us. And because of our obedience, being faithful over a few things, he's going to make us rule over many things. All right. But the point is, we have to endure. All right. Endure sound doctrine, endure temptation. Okay. So on and so forth. Okay. So that at the end, we can receive our inheritance. All right. Being the kingdom of heaven. But with that, the Lord's words be edifying. As always, want to give our praise to Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to all for Israel. Shalom.